Yeah. Yeah. The problem is he's a little bit static in terms of how he just does shit for no reason. Vegeta has more personality, I would say, than Goku does most of the time. Well, the way that that was supposed to go down, I'm pretty sure was more so Goku not knowing what mouth-to-mouth resuscitation was, because he's never had to either do it or have it performed on him. Because I would feel that he would know what the fuck a kiss was from his wedding, at the very least. And all the times he probably banged Chi-Chi, the amount of times that she most likely kissed him during those times, like, come on, dude, you didn't even know that that's what a kiss was? Jesus Christ.
I think I can handle this.
I feel like Chi-Chi's that aggressive of a lover that she will just plant a kiss on him in bed. Knowing her. I mean, you see how much she cares about Gohan, and she doesn't even, like him in that way, so... She's his kid, so... Goku is her husband. The Goku Black arc, holy shit, that shit could have been really so... That arc, if you actually look at the plot points, it's actually really good on paper. The problem is that neither the anime nor the manga execute it right.
How's that?
That is the main problem with the Goku Black arc, is the fact that, the anime has pacing problems with several things. For one, they go back to... I think they go back and forth from the past to Trunks' future, or between the two timelines. Yeah, they do it 3 times. I think that was one or two more times than they really needed to get the point across that Goku Black is extremely strong. But then, they also really rushed Trunks' development as a fighter in the anime, because they really wanted to put a lot of emphasis on Trunks and him being the savior of his own timeline. And well, we'll get to that in a second. What was it? They don't ever really show him training. They have him know attacks that make no sense that he knows. And then when it comes time for him, yeah. I could imagine maybe someone told him about those attacks and his father knowing them, and then showing him how to do it. And he just worked with them over time. But like yeah, Final Flash is weird. But didn't he see Vegeta do the Final Flash though? So, yeah.
I think I can handle this. Here I go.
Yeah. Well, I mean, let's look at the main timeline. Gotenks did Super Saiyan 3 after only like what, a few weeks of training in the time chamber. After seeing Goku do it once. Boo, even doing that doesn't make any sense. Well, yeah, but like, I don't think he's strong enough to break down dimensional barriers. He shouldn't be, at the very least. The power scaling in the Buu Saga just gets all fucked. And it has no consistency about it.
think I can handle this.
Yeah.
I think I can handle this. I think I can handle this.
Yeah. I mean, here's also the thing. If you think about it, Goku technically already does go through dimensional barriers because of instant transmission. He regularly travels... Yeah, he regularly travels to King Kai's planet for training every so often. And that's... Yeah, and those are technically part of, Otherworld. Yeah. And that is technically another dimension that only gods were able to transport between. Because only Kami was able to go there to escort Goku into and out of the afterlife.
So,
I think it's implied that as Earth's Guardian, and technically his name means God, so as the Earth's Guardian and a god, a literal deity, he technically somehow learned how to do that, I guess, from his predecessor? Or over time, or maybe from Mr. Popo? I don't fucking know.
I think I
It's
can
never
handle this.
established. But you're not supposed to question it, because if you think about it, it doesn't need to be questioned that hard.
Here I go.
It's just a logic question.
All right.
Mr. Popo just dropped a gallon of LSD. All these squares make a circle. Yeah, I can see that. I like Season 2 more than Season 1, though, because Season 1 is very, very rough. Holy shit.
How's that?
Mr. Popo continues to be a source of really good comedic relief, in my opinion. It's just that he doesn't appear as much because he's not in the original animation as much. And the next time he shows up is literally when they go to the lookout to hide from Boo. I cannot wait for when they adapt that scene where it's filler in the anime, but when Popo just grabs or blocks off Goten and Trunks' feet and hands from punching and kicking him. That shit's gonna be hilarious.
I think I can handle this.
How do you feel about TFS moving to original animation to adapt Z as opposed to just reusing the original animation? Because that's what they... Yeah, that's what they said that they had to do. That's what Kaiser said that they had to do in that Q&A they released last month, I think it was. To fight off copyright, and that ultimately makes sense to me. Because, like, they keep getting copyright claims on their videos from Toei, and their channel has gone down, like, a couple different times as a result. So, I don't know. That was also part of the reason why they didn't do BoJack, is because the original animation really constrained them on how to adapt it, because if you look at the movie, even though it has some really good parts about it, like where Gohan goes Super Saiyan 2 to defeat BoJack, yeah, it has parts of it that are very boring, like BoJack's henchmen not really having personalities, and other stuff, because it doesn't really feel that good as a movie. I wouldn't say it's the worst Dragon Ball Z movie, but it's definitely not good. Even though I definitely enjoy it more than most people.
I think I can handle this.
Can you buy... In this game, do you know if you can buy carrots at shops? Because I have no idea where the fuck to find carrots for a side quest with Ox King.
I think I can handle this.
Like, I've gone to all the spots where you can get vegetables and fruits and everything, and I don't know, it just...
I think I can handle this. I need food.
Yeah.
I think I can handle this. I think I can handle this.
Something I just found out is that you can do fucking quick endings on some battles. Just instantly take out the robots. I've done it only like 2 or 3 times thus far. It's really, I guess, tricky to pull off. Like, when a robot challenged me, I just randomly pressed P, since I'm using an Xbox controller, and it just automatically finished the battle. And there's an achievement for doing that only once, which is how I found out that it was an actual thing. Because I got an achievement for just doing it by accident. And then the at least second time that I can remember that I did it, because I think I've done it like, I said 2 or 3 times, but I'm pretty sure it was only twice. I was literally just zipping through the air, and I just ran into the robot, and it died. Yeah.
Feel free to browse.
And I think that counts. Oh.
Come back real soon. Feel free to browse.
Mm-hmm.
Come back real soon.
You can buy carrots from a shop, by the way, I just did. I literally only needed 1 more carrot, and RNGesus wouldn't give it to me. I was just racking my brain. I was just flying around for damn near close to an hour looking for it while we were talking. I was just like, fuck. Yeah, I just fucking bought one because I'm just like, fuck this. This is an RPG, I should be able to do this.
Better head back.
And God, I fucking hate where that you can't fly high into the map before it automatically kicks you out of that and puts you in a spot where you don't want to be. Right behind where you were. So I just want to fly over this fucking mountain to get back to Goku's house as Gohan. And it's just like you were leaving the area, and then it fucking kicks me out and puts me back to where I was just a second ago. Ugh. There was one thing I could change about this game, it would be that. Yeah. We were talking about the Goku Black Arc like 5 to 10 minutes ago, I know that. And its missteps.
Hi!
Yup. Hey there.
Huh?
Hello. Okay. Oh, I guess Nick left for work and now it's just Hakeem and Jenny
What? Yeah.
in their chat.
Huh?
Which is weird, because last night he left at this time, as opposed to Nick. I don't know.
Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
the Goku Black Arc.
Hooray!
I think something that was done better in the manga, from what I know about
Delicious.
the manga for that arc, was Goku Black finding out about Super Saiyan, and then going regular Super Saiyan before going Super Saiyan Rose. Yeah, I felt that built up the idea of Super Saiyan Rose a lot better than the anime, where he just, I guess, practiced enough to go it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I honestly think that the anime, if you combined elements of the anime version of the story arc and the mangas, you would have the best, like, version of the arc, and then also rewrite parts of both of them where they falter. Because, and then just splitting off into multiple versions of himself.
I think I can handle this.
Yeah. Like, that made no fucking sense. Well, the logic behind that, from what I can tell, is that because Zamasu wished himself to be immortal on the Super Dragon Balls, I think, he cannot die, so when he's fused with Goku Black, that makes fused Zamasu also immortal. Which, since, like half immortal, because, like, that's also the reason why he grows, like, a fucking purple arm and half his face turns purple out of nowhere.
I think I can handle this.
If there's one good thing about Zamasu, it's that he's voiced by James Marsters in the dub. He got to redeem himself in the Dragon Ball fandom, and I'm happy for him. Well, the only thing I don't like about Sean Schemmel voicing Goku Black is his performance is very, very inconsistent. Well, that's for the early recordings of base Goku Black in Xenoverse 2.
I think I can handle this.
In the anime, it's more reserved. It's not that deep. It's more reserved. They went with that because people have been noting the similarities between Mosco Nozawa's recordings as Goku Black and how she did Super Saiyan 4 in GT. Which, when they tried to apply that to the anime, did not work whatsoever. Or the dub, I mean. Yeah. Ah, my Metal Gear.
I've got to eat something.
Yeah. That to just British. To just fucking British. Do you like this color? I think I'll call it rosé.
Hey there! What do you think?
Yeah. In the anime dub, did you watch that did you watch any part of that like dub? At least clips or something like that? Which scene? Yeah. Chris Sabat? Yeah, he's usually pretty good. Something missing? Yeah. 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 What was I gonna say? In the anime dub for that arc, it's more reserved, more polite, more like just I would say articulate as opposed to just smoke 20 packs a day for cigarettes since you were like 5. And I don't know. It's actually weird because I watched there's a season of Super Sentai called Ninja, and they have the Sixth Ranger being
huge Bulma's place
a
is.
Japanese dude who's technically American that learns Japanese by watching old Japanese movies. I don't know how that fucking works, but anyways. Since he was technically American, although the actor wasn't, which is weird because they did that shit again.
What's up,
They did that shit in the 90s, but the actor was actually
We're
from
gearing up to go to
America.
Namek, right?
But anyways,
I'm working on the spaceship that's gonna get us there.
one of the other characters
But I'm sure
learned
I'm-
magic in England for a few years,
Oh, bummer.
and as a result, that was the Blue Ranger. The Blue Ranger says "easy" as one of his catchphrases.
With Goku in the hospital,
English.
practically mummified in bandages.
And I think in the introductory episode for the Sixth Ranger, or one of his first few
You're
episodes,
the only one left for
he-
the job.
he hears the Blue Ranger, the Sixth Ranger hears the Blue Ranger say "easy,"
No problem, Bulma.
and
Leave
they
it
get
to me.
into an argument over which pronunciation of
spirit.
"easy" is
Here's
better,
what I need.
the American or the British one. But the Blue Ranger doesn't talk with a British accent
Think you can handle that?
when he says "easy." I don't... For Japanese audiences, I think that that was a better joke than to an English speaker's ears. They both say "easy" almost exactly the same. It's fucking weird. But yeah, it's... I don't think that you could... Unless if you were raised to speak English with a British accent, I don't think you could really have a British accent while speaking Japanese. But
What?
Yeah, but the thing about the anime is that even though base Goku Black, Sean Schemmel just does a more, like, refined speech just in Goku's regular voice for him. Just a little bit down in terms of his register. When he goes Rosé, he's still at least slightly British the entire time. And Sean Schemmel's reasoning that he gave on Twitter, I believe,
Thank you!
or wherever the hell he gave it a few years ago, when he responded to a fan talking about it, was that, what was it? He was copying, what James Marsters was doing for Zamasu, which was, if you listen to James Marsters' Zamasu, which I'm assuming you have because you played Xenoverse 2, he speaks with a slight poshness to his voice. Similar, I would say, to what Sabbath does with Vegeta. Sean Schemmel was mostly trying to copy that because, what was the reason? Because of the fact that it's Zamasu's mind in Goku's body, so that makes sense for his speech patterns to be very, very similar. But when he goes Rosé, he's even more posh for no reason.
See ya!
And it's really weird because there's a scene with Goku Black and Zamasu talking when they're alone. And Goku Black goes Rosé, and he switches from a more neutral, Americanized accent to British accent mid-sentence after he transforms. And it's fucking jarring as hell. And I have to think, what the fuck was the direction given to Sean Schemmel for that? I don't mind that line of thinking for Goku Black to have similar speech patterns in the different dubs to Zamasu, because it makes sense. But I'm pretty sure in the Japanese, Goku Black spoke more formally than Goku did, because he's not technically Goku. In the dub, to match his speech patterns with how James Marsters did that, makes sense. But to do that, I would think, to do that more successfully more so, I think that they would have to have James Marsters record versions of the lines to have Sean Schemmel parrot to match more successfully. But it's just how it goes sometimes, unfortunately. They'll have more chances in future games and shit to do that, but like, no, that's fine.
What?
Yo!
What?
Right.
Yeah. Oh shit, I just realized I'm doing a fucking
Come on!
side story with Yamcha.
Huh?
But I think that this side story wasn't supposed to be done until after Namek. Or it was supposed to be done before I faced Vegeta and Nappa, because Yamcha isn't supposed to be alive.
Hey!
Actually, there they're gonna do an update that has Trunks' time machine that allows you to go back and redo stuff that you missed. I mean, I'm still gonna do them. It's just that if you missed any, you can go back in time and do them. Yeah. Oh yeah, there was something I... No, you go on. I mean, ultimately, the time machine technically did more good than bad, at least the first time, because it only fucked up because of the butterfly effect.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Huh? What?
Yeah. Sup?
Yeah.
Damn! Huh?
Yeah. And then Kaioken. And Spirit Bomb. Yeah. Because Toriyama didn't think of it yet. Did he, though?
Gotcha.
I thought that was just
I owe
something
you
he
one.
mentioned later on. Huh. But I thought they didn't... I thought that was a retroactive thing Toriyama just offhandedly had Goku mention. I've only watched through the entirety of the original Dragon Ball series once. So maybe my memory's very foggy. I'm probably overdue for a rewatch.
Sure.
Yeah. That's the question. Yeah, Goku would probably go all the way to King Kai's planet again as soon as he got there. Because, like, he would still keep his body if later on in Dragon Ball is any indication. Yeah. I mean, I still logically think that they would. Well, I mean, look at everybody who died in Otherworld in filler. They kept their bodies, and there's really nothing saying that they died of natural causes or not. That is true, because it is not in Toriyama's original vision, and we don't get any backstory on most of them, so...
I think I can handle this.
And even what we got wasn't a lot. Yeah, and that's how Vegeta also got his body back in the Buu arc, is because King Yama had like recorporealized him.
Got it.
Yeah. 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 Logic would dictate that if if one of them knows how to do it and can do it, the other one would be able to as well if they learned how. Nope, because he doesn't really leave Otherworld. And if he dies, he just keeps his body. Yeah. Off screen. And only in filler.
Got it. Flying sure is convenient.
Yeah. Yeah. It's hard to say, because Toriyama hasn't focused on that. And unless if it's answered in one of the Daizenshus, I don't fucking know. Yeah. That's the... Toriyama, in terms of his official manga and materials that he's come up with since, dictate that it's more of a Buddhist way of thinking about death, where reincarnation is a thing, and the spirit is more than just something contained in your brain when you're alive, and all that.
I think I can handle this.
And he goes with a more Japanese way of thinking because he's a Japanese man. And it really, really kind of gets fucked up with Toei's original Z filler, because they portrayed hell and what the afterlife was before Toriyama established it. Which gets really weird if you watch the Boo Saga of Z, the original Z, or even Kai the Final Chapters, because they're keeping too much of the filler from hell. Literally filler from hell. Where Piccolo mentions what the actual afterlife is and what it does to you. But Toei, for the sake of, or the animation staff, for the sake of creating filler, still portray hell as it was earlier in the series, rather than course-correcting to what it was. So you have two conflicting ideologies of what the afterlife is in Dragon Ball, as a result. Yeah, which logically shouldn't be a thing, because hell is a more specialized hell, going off of what Frieza suffered from in Resurrection F, and the beginning of the Tournament of Power. Yeah, that shit is stupid. That makes... that shit is really dumb. Specifically, Earth's hell is what Frieza mentions. I've been rotting for years in Earth's hell. That's basically what he says. And if it's Earth's hell, why would it be specialized to Frieza? Why would there be no one else? It's still conflicting ideologies. It's weird. It's a more consistent thing, I would think, but, like, it's also confusing at the exact same time. If you give it any amount of thought.
Here I go!
Yeah. Yeah, it's really weird. So, I guess Raditz and Nappa would also be in Earth's Hell, and Deborah, and Cell. Right. So would there be an Earth's Heaven? Yeah, but are they specialized like Hell?
This is one of them, right?
You'd think. But Toriyama doesn't go too much into details on that. Or he hasn't yet. This is the danger of not really thinking out your mythology that well as you go along. As opposed to, you know, thinking of bits and pieces of it over time, and some of it conflicts or doesn't make any sense. Because, I mean, Toei, they have the excuse of the fact that Toriyama didn't establish what the afterlife was like, so they just made shit up. Toriyama is the one who is inventing the rules of Dragon Ball. And even then, it's kind of like Kingdom Hearts, where some of them are contradictory or don't, like, or they, like, conflict. And he can always go against them when he needs to. Although it's not as much as Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts retcons shit like a motherfucker. You want to have a little bit of energy after this conversation. But I mean, that was just a point of comparison. Yeah. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts discussion could go on for fucking years, and you'd still get nowhere. Yeah, definitely. But yeah, yeah, that's stupid that he specifically has Frieza mention Earth's hell as opposed to just a general hell. Just have him say just hell, not Earth's hell. Hell's bells. I was referencing the AC/DC song, but okay.
This looks to be everything.
Ah. I mean, I'm not either, but
I'd better get these to Bulma.
it's just a slight reference. For that, I would recommend ibuprofen. Oh wait, ibuprofen I would recommend for migraines at the very least. Headaches, maybe just Tylenol. Because migraines are a special type of bitch. And I should know, I've been getting migraines on and off since like middle school. In middle school it was at least my own fault. Most of the time it's kind of my own fault when I don't get enough sleep. Like, consistently. But I've been getting a good amount of consistent sleep for the last several years, so it's been pretty sporadic.
Let's pick up the speed a little.
Yeah. 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 I was gonna say something. Oh, did you ever... have you checked out Temtem? The new Pokemon MMO?
I think I can handle
Pokemon-inspired
this.
MMO? Yeah, I haven't checked it out mostly because it's in early beta, I think is what they're doing right now. So I haven't. I'm waiting for the full release, which is going to be next year, especially since right now it's only on PC that you can do the beta. They're going to have it on consoles as well, so might wait for that.
Talk about speedy service.
Does everything check out?
Sure does. Great job. I'll have this spaceship up and running in no time.
Oh yeah, what I was gonna say about Temtem,
Thanks a
you can,
bunch, Bulma.
if you watch the trailer for it, that is like basically an anime opening sequence that they have on Steam for it. The melody of the song, I noticed, is somewhere between the first opening from My Hero Academia and the one for Super Dragon Ball Heroes anime. Which I think... How is it? Okay. Okay. Yeah, I kind of want to get it at some point, now that I have a Switch. But, I don't know, it seems like a game that I would just kind of get bored with after a bit. Yeah, because it reminds me of the battle figures thing from Xenoverse 2. Yeah, and I just got bored with it. I haven't touched that since they released the update for it in Xenoverse 2.
The spaceship is complete and ready for takeoff. All right, Gohan. Just let me know when you're ready to launch. We won't be back on Earth anytime soon, so make sure you've got everything you need.
Right!
Alright guys, gonna pause here and continue in the next one.